Here we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I know that there's a delay with this new setup. Welcome. Hello. And welcome to the Let's Talk About It Tuesday. I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm going to have to find another way that works around my schedule because this girl is stay busy. But I want to do this. Let me make sure you can hear me. And then we're going to deep dive in today. If you are a person that have experienced turbulence, that have experienced some things in your life, that has it went through some things, and you have found your place at a place of stuck. You found yourself at a place of complacency. You found yourself at a place of wanting to give up. If you have found yourself at a place of depression, if you have found yourself at a place of throwing in the towel, listen, this is for you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. When you join, if you're watching a replay, I just dare you to put the little butterfly or the fire just to let me know, hey, I'm here, I'm watching, I'm rocking out with you, Tonya. This is not in vain that you are going live. And I pray that there's something that I say that will be able to help you. Listen, this is for you, for us to be able to grow and glow and go to the next level. But before we get started, let me catch my breath because I have been running all morning. And let's get ready to rock out together. Here we go. Let's grow. Here we go. All right. So I'm hoping y'all can hear me. All right. So we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about how, oh my God, did I do something? Jesus on the main line. I hope y'all can hear me. I just messed up. No. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Lord, I'm hoping. I don't think I'm good. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? There we go. Please put a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. I'm so sorry. It's a delay. I'm hoping y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lindsay. My administrator is Soda Bomb. Listen, okay, for those that did not hear me, today's topic that we're talking about, and I want to do this really, really quick because I have a meeting here in a second, but I wanted to come and share how to rewrite your story. Awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Williams. If you can type in rewriting your story. We come to talk about it. I'm doing a quick pop-up, really, really quick. This was on my heart, and I always want to share here in the BAM community to just give tips as you prepare for your week and continue to go throughout your week. Just some things to put on the canvas of your heart is how to rewrite your story. Again, I know there's a delay on social media, but I want to share this with you. How to rewrite your story. This is the thing that I found out, Miss Chelsea. I found out this is that going through life and experiencing some things, I found out that there's some things that goes on within my own self that I did not realize that was happening, that was going on. And I found myself at a place of complacency. I found myself at a place of stuck. I found myself at a place of depression. I found myself, and I always say this, I am you and you are me. So I want to share that. I am you and you are me. We are all the same. We've all been to a point where we know that there's a shift that is happening. Oh, type that shift. Again, if you're watching the replay, thank y'all for rocking out. Put the heart in there, heart it up, whatever. And also put the little butterfly. Let me know that you're watching the replay of this because I know it's in the morning. And I found out this, Lindsay, that I got to get up early. I'm an early bird because I work throughout the day. I'm building a business, so I got to find another time, but I'm gonna have to do early in the morning to do lives like this, or late in the afternoon, but I'll figure it out. But I want to share with you how to rewrite your story. If you know me, I'm going to give you principles that's going to allow you to process so that you can progress in life, in love, in marriage, in ministry, and in your money. I called it kingdom building, kingdom principles. Kingdom, because God, these are the things that the kingdom, God wants us to build. He wants us to be able to build in our life. He wants us to be able to build and love, loving people like he loved people. He wants us to be able to build in marriage because marriage is such a covenant that we have made within one another. He wants us to build a ministry, especially if you are leading in the fivefold ministry. We'll talk about that in a couple of weeks. Fivefold ministry, where you're leading out as a prophet, as an evangelist, as a pastor, as a leader, as a there is also a covenant that is made. But we'll talk about that. The power of making sure that we're walking in the ministry and serving as a sacrifice, right? As well as in our money. The Lord didn't call us to be broke. Come here. He called that we may prosper so that our souls will prosper. He called that we may be able to walk in our wealthy place, in our healthy place, in our rich place in him, meaning that it's not just about money, but creating opportunities. And we're going to talk about that today. Listen, when there's a shift that is happening in your life, man, I come to talk to you, that person that is in this community, that is at a point where you feel a shift. I've been where you are. I'm even in a shift in my life right now. There's always shifts that happens. Let me talk about that real quick. There's always shifts and things that are happening within our life that takes place that allows us to know that something has happened. If you ever been to a place where you feel like you're depressed and you feel like, oh my God, like I just want to throw in the towel. I want to quit. I want to whatever. And you're at that place and you find yourself in a moment. Oh, come here. Oh, Lindsay, I wasn't even thinking about this. But listen, you find yourself in a moment where you don't even understand why you're crying. You don't even understand why do I feel like there's something is about to happen? I come to talk to you. There's a couple of people in the Bible I'm going to always try to use whenever I'm presenting anything to you in this community, because I don't just want it to be my way, but I also want to give you principles. But I also want you to rightly divide the word of God and read it for yourself. I'm not going to give you scriptures. I'm not that deep, but I will give you a person or someone. I'm writing a book right now called The Characteristics of Women in the Bible. And so writing this book, it is taking me somewhere. Lindsay, Chelsea, it is taking me somewhere, y'all. And I'm just like, oh my God, I did not realize that every level of my life and everything, even in my now, as I'm writing this book, I'm finding out that there's even a shift that is happening in my now. And I realize that shift is necessary. And when I look back over my life, every shift that I have had has been necessary, but always uncomfortable. Woo! Type that real quick. Uncomfortable. God will put you in a place of uncomfortable zones. That is, what am I doing? What am I supposed to do? But I know I'm supposed to do something. Maybe that's you. You're just like me. I know it's something different, but I don't know. I'm lost. I'm in a place. I don't know exactly where to go, what to do, but I'm coming to tell you, my sister that's watching this, you're at the right place. You're at the right place. This is the moment where it's time to start the process of rewriting your story. Yeah. Listen, God placed this in my belly. I said, I got to hurry up and share this before my next meeting. Got to rewrite your story. Why? Because you have the pen, meaning you have the tools that you need to transform your own life. Type that. Tools that you need to transform your own life. You have exactly what you need. What are those tools that you have to transform your own life? You have the experience. You have the hurt. You have the pain. You have the trials, and you have the tribulations. Come here. Come here, Noah. Noah in the Bible, if you don't know the story, I'm going to just Tonyanize it for you. Noah in the Bible knew that there was a point, and my husband and I was talking about this yesterday. That's why I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go live and tell my BAM community about this to encourage and empower them. That Noah in the Bible, one thing about Noah is that he was in the midst. He felt a shift. I can only think to my Holy Ghost mind. That he felt a shift that was about to happen. It did not make sense to him, but he knew that he was about to build something that was totally different. If you've been around me more than a year, or if you ever heard a live that I've ever talked about, I'm always talking about building your own tables, because Noah realized that I have to build something and do something that has never been done before, and it's totally different than I've ever done before in my life. And it is scary out of my mind that I'm about to do something that people may talk about me, people may laugh at me, people may think that I'm crazy. They may think that I'm losing my mind, but I've had a dream. Come here, Joseph. I've had a dream that I'm supposed to do something different, and I don't know what that is. Maybe that is you. Yeah, that may be you, that I'm about to build something that's going to be totally different. I come to talk to you. Listen, maybe you're like Noah and you're in the midst of trying to figure out, how do I get the tools together? I'm pretty sure that Noah had a moment of his life that God told him to build this boat, and a boat that had never been built before. There was no rain. Nothing had ever happened, but he realized that I got to do something. So how do I get the tools that I need to put together to make this happen? Whew. Can I talk to you? How do I get the tools and the things that I need to be able to transform this idea into a boat? Woo, let me talk to you real quick. How do I get to a point to where I turn this idea that God has given me and transform it into something? Every individual that's watching this, anybody that's in this class, it's because you joined this community because either you've heard me, or you rocked out with me before, or you saw a post that I posted and you said, I'm going to join this community, see what this girl talking about. I know that you joined this because there's something in you that said, I need something different, and there's a shift that is happening. And why is that shift happening? Is because you are just like Noah. You were created in his image. You're just like Joseph. You were created in God's image. You're just like Mary. You was created in his image. You're just like Queen Esther. You were created. All these people that I'm naming have done something major and different than anybody else in their family. Chilly, bang, bang. So maybe that is you. So how do I get to a point of rewriting my story? Number one, let me tell you this before I even give you other tools. Let me tell you this. I always give you principles that would allow you to process so that you can progress and move forward in life. If you write down these things, take it from your fingertips, it will go from your fingertips to your heart, and from your heart to your mind. And now you're going to believe it. So I'm telling you this because these are the things that I've learned throughout my life. And this is what the evidence of what you see. And if you've ever been a part of my BAM class, you know I give you all of me, right? And I give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. One of the things that I found out, what's up, Sister Katie? One of the things that I found out in the midst of this is that when you are in the moment of rewriting, somebody type that. Let's talk about it. How do we're not at there yet, but rewriting your story. The way that you know that it is time for that it is time to rewrite your story is, number one, because of a shift. We talked about that. These are not my principles, but I just want to share that you're at a point of a shift. The second reason that you know that it is time to rewrite your story is because you have gotten to a point you keep seeing it and you keep dreaming about it and you keep trying to figure out how to do it, and you need somebody to show you, but you don't know exactly what to do with it. That would be number two. Now you're starting the process of planning. Yeah. So you're starting to kind of prepare for it. I'm going to say prepare. Number two, prepare for it. You start preparing for it. Now you find yourself in rooms and the conversations are happening, and you keep wondering why these conversations keep happening around you, because it's time to rewrite your story. Then you find yourself trying to prepare for it, but you don't know how. That may be you. I'm going to stop right there. How do you know it's time to rewrite your story? I've been there. I've been there because I've had to I've been in rooms where I've been uncomfortable. I told you earlier, you will be uncomfortable when you know it's time to rewrite your story. I had to be uncomfortable. I had to be I was scared out of my mind. Oh, can you type that? If your dream don't scare you, it's a problem. Hey, sugar. If your dream don't scare you, it's a problem. Yeah. So it started scaring me. Type that. If your dream don't scare you, it's a problem. Because it started scare this thing that you're about to rewrite is scaring you because I don't know if I can. Fear steps in, doubt steps in, all of that. But I ain't gonna talk about that today because I don't want to discourage you. But I do want to let you know, yeah, your dream may scare you a little bit, but it's okay. Here's the thing that I found out when it comes to rewriting your story, your life start to life. Oh, I'm gonna let y'all catch up because I know it's behind the scenes. I see y'all typing too, by the way. Y'all, I'm trying a whole new system and I hate it, but I love it. Yeah. Listen. How do you know? Because life starts it starts lifing. They had this new thing, life be lifing, right? Life starts to life, and it don't feel good. You start going through you not only feel uncomfortable, but you at a moment of you don't understand why you sitting in the car crying. Right? Life start to life, and then stuff be piling up on top of stuff. What am I saying? When my life started lifing and I felt a shift every time, and this is every time when I started Women of Destiny, when we started our church, when we started, when I started a woman to woman real talk, when I started my business, when I started all of this stuff, life be lifing, right? Even the thing that we just tapped into now, those that are in the den, y'all already know, in the Lions Den, small business community, the thing that we just tapped in, man, life started lifing. What is life starting life? It started trials and tribulations and adversity start showing up, and then financial issues start showing up, and then people start coming against you, and then your character starts to get assassinated, and then all these trials and tribulations. And what it is that God is building your character. Type that. All this starts happening. You don't even realize that God is building your character, that this one you're not going to fight. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you don't fight this one. I want to see how you're going to retaliate to the shift that is happening within your life. How are you going to retaliate this time when this shift happens? Because every shift is a learning lesson. Every shift is a learning opportunity. Every shift is a classroom. Come here. Hear me. And I know I'm sharing a whole lot, but just catch everything you can, okay? I try not to give you overload information, but I want to make sure that I share some tools with you for those of you that are preparing for the shift. I should have called this shift, okay? It's like the Lord then rewrote the whole live shift, right? So it's at a point where God has to build your character. So what happens when God has to build your character in the midst of shifting, of you rewriting your story? How do you rewrite? Let's talk about that real quick. So when I started the process of rewriting my story, it was because I got sick. It was also because, when I became a pastor's wife, that was another rewrite. Then I had to do it again when I started my business. Then I had to do it again when my baby turned 21. Then I had to do it again. You see the process? You see that? Yeah, every level is a shift. Every moment is a shift. Every moment is a learning opportunity. And so I found myself shifting in different moments, right? Okay, I got to roll real quick because I got a meeting. So I realized this, that in the midst of shifting, I heard the Lord say, take your time because they listening. Okay, Lord. In the midst of shifting, it's uncomfortable. I felt stretched. I felt out of pocket, but I knew it was more. I didn't know what the more was. And maybe you're there. You don't know what the more is, but you know it's more. I come to talk to that part of you. The first thing I want to share with you is when I learned how to really write my story. And I learned this from a girl by the name of Stormy. I learned to rewrite my story. I learned this, that at the moment of every rewrite or every shift, I had to realize that I had a number one, a poor mentality. Type that. Yeah. A poor mentality. A poor mindset, okay? And I'm going to share with you what poor meant. I didn't realize that I had a poor mindset. Poor mindset, and here, just hear me. Just walk with me. A poor mindset of my way of thinking, a poor mindset of my atmospheres that I was around, a poor mindset of being around people that didn't believe the way that I believe, a poor mentality, poor mindset of understanding what was in me. What is poor? Poor means, and I learned this from Stormy, I'm going to always give people their credit. Poor means passing over opportunities repeatedly. Come on here, Stormy. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. I found myself passing over opportunities repeatedly. Type that. Poor means passing over opportunities repeatedly. Yeah, I'm going to give you time because I want that to sit in your shana now. I want that to sit in your belly. I was passing over opportunities. And I was passing over, and an opportunity would come my way, and I would pass over because I was fearful, because I was doubtful. The people that were around me wasn't doing the things that I was doing. And I felt like that I wasn't enough. Come here. Maybe that's you. I know who I'm talking to. You understand me? Because I feel this in my belly. Lindsay say, take your time. Okay, Lindsay, because my meeting with her, y'all. Okay, Lindsay, give me a couple of minutes and we're going to meet. But I want to share this, that I had an opportunity and I missed it because I didn't believe in me. I would never forget a young lady that came to me and she told me this, because there's some things I'm about to do in my now that I probably should have did 10 years ago, but I missed the opportunity. Have you ever been there? Whoo, heart it up. Whoo, let me see your hearts. See, I can't see on this thing. I don't like this. Let me see your hearts. Look, maybe you've been there where you done missed some opportunities. Come on here, lack of confidence. See, I can't share this on my thing. I don't like this. I like to share it, what y'all be saying. Maybe you've been there. Yeah, I see y'all. I see you. Maybe you've been there where you said, I done missed some opportunities, and the opportunity keep coming up, but I keep repeating the cycle, because the reason why we miss these opportunities is because we have allowed ourselves to be in atmospheres, to be in situations where other people doubt, and we don't get with other people that believe that we can. Or we get in the wrong rooms and we allow someone, let's talk about it. How do you know when you're around this? Number 2 is you find out that everyone has an opinion about your opportunity. Everyone has an opinion about your opportunity. How do you know when you're in a poor mindset and passing over opportunities? Because everyone has an opinion about your opportunity. Why? Because you keep taking it to the wrong person. Chill it back. Why can I tell you? Because I've been there. I gave my opportunities, my mindset, or what I wanted to do to the wrong person. I would never forget. In 2003, I told someone I wanted to write a book. They was like, girl, ain't nobody ever done that. Come on. Ain't nobody. They was like, what? And I passed up the opportunity all the way into 2015 when I got sick. It took a tragic situation for me to be able to start the process of writing a book. And now, if I wouldn't have passed up the opportunity, imagine how many books I would have right now. But I missed the opportunity. We have to remember that faith should not stand in the wisdom of man, but in the faith of God. Come here. But sometimes we put our faith in the people because we want to know their opinion about what we have. Here's the thing. Write this down and keep it. This was my number 2 thing. After we had poor opportunities, now we don't realize, number 2, that everyone has an opinion, but you have the opportunity. They don't. You have the opportunity, but they don't. God has given you the opportunity. He has given you the dream. He has given you the vision. He has given you the idea. He didn't give it to them. But we keep taking our dream to a small-minded person. Who are you taking your dreams to? That's a question. Yeah. Who are you taking your dreams to, sugar? Maybe it's those in your household, because even in my household, I would take my dreams to my husband. I love him dearly, and he'll forever tell you that. Even when I took my dreams to him, he didn't understand, he didn't get it, and he really, really came against it. But I had to keep going and pushing in my dream because it was my opportunity, not his. And I could not take his opinion with my opportunity. That was my opportunity, not his. That's your opportunity. That's how you rewrite your story. God gave it to you. He didn't give it to other people. God gave it to Noah. He didn't give it to the people that were in whatever. He gave it to Noah. He didn't give it to Noah's son. He didn't give it to Noah's wife. He gave it to Noah. Even if they didn't believe, he still had to build. Okay, last and not least. Listen. Oh, I hope this is helping y'all. Stop taking, and I posted this, and I think I got it from TD Jakes. Stop taking constructive criticism from those that have never constructed anything. One more time. Keep it in your back pocket. Stop taking constructive criticism from those that ain't never constructed anything. They ain't never constructed nothing, but we taking constructive criticism from those. And why do I say that? We're in a point, my husband and I, for those that don't know, we have built a business from the ground, just like we built our church from the ground up. 14 years this year, come September. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Built our church from the ground up. We were taking opinions and criticism from those people that ain't never ever built the church in their life. You ain't never been a pastor. How you gonna tell me how to pastor? The devil is a lie. You ain't never done that. You ain't never walked in my shoes. I would never forget getting married. So many of my single friends wanted to have an opinion about my marriage, wanted to give constructive criticism to something that they never constructed. Girl, you ain't never been married. You don't know what it is to submit to a man, or you don't know what it is to be in leadership, in ministry. You don't want to know what it is to start a business. I never forget, we had a customer that had the audacity to try to tell us how to run our business. You ain't never ran a business in your life. How you gonna tell me how to run a business? Come here, Jesus on the main line. Stop taking constructive criticism from those that never constructed anything. Have you ever wrote a book? You can't tell me how to write one. Have you ever started a ministry from the ground up? You cannot tell me how to do a ministry. Have you ever come here? Have you ever been over other pastors and leaders? You can't tell. Don't tell me. You understand me? It's understanding that can't nobody give you constructive criticism if they ain't never constructed anything. What is construction? Construction is building. You're building something. When nobody has ever built nothing, they cannot tell you how to build. I thank God that God has given my husband and I and my children opportunities to build some things, a couple of things from the ground up. We built our own tables because God has given us the opportunity, and we took it and ran with it. Did we always do that? No, we didn't, because I was scared. I was you or me. Even now, things I want to do right now. Sister Katie, if you're watching, baby, I'm still scared. Sister Katie know what I'm talking about. Terrified out of my mind. But the opportunity keeps showing up. And God keep putting me in rooms with people that have done what I'm wanting to do. So what did I pause to tell you? That you have the pen to rewrite your story. When do you know it's time? When you feel the shift. When you feel a shift to write, Sugarfoot, start doing some things you ain't never done. Get in the right rooms. I thank God that you've joined this community. I really, really do. And those that have been mentored by me know, man, I will push it out of you. We gonna pull it and do what we have to do. But one thing I found out, even like the boat of Noah, come here. Oh, here we go. Even the boat of Noah, I realized this, that I ain't pulling nobody on the boat. You got to want to come. I want that to sit. Yeah, I don't pull people on the boat. You got to want to come. You got to want to change your mind. You got to want to do something different. You got to want to. You got to want to do it. Can't nobody make you do it. Can't nobody build your table the way that you can. And can't nobody make you build it. But you got to be willing to listen to someone. My husband and I did a video on my TikTok, and I was talking about the power of listening to leaders and standing on their shoulders and learning from them. And learning how to glean from them. I've been under the same leadership for 20 years. My spiritual mother and father and ministry, been under them for 20 years, and they have taught me so much. And guess what? I'm still learning from them because I stand on they have trailblazed a way for me to do. So what you see me doing, I've learned from my leaders, and I just learned how to capitalize it and make it even better. Right? I learned because I got in other rooms too. I got mentored by Nona Jones. I'm not going to tell you something. I always say this. Don't tell me who you're over till you tell me who you're under. Don't tell me what you're doing unless you're being mentored. I'm going to say this and I'm done. I make sure my husband and I, we are mentored in a lot of areas in my life. Now I need a mentor for workout. Okay. I'm going to do something with y'all with that. But anyway, but I have a mentor for business. I have a mentor as a leader, as a pastor, because don't tell me who you're over till you tell me who you're under. I'm under somebody. I learn from them. They hold me accountable to the high call of God. Then I have a mentor that helped me with with my mentoring, which is Nona Jones. Invested in her, learned from her, as well as a business coach as well. So what am I telling you, man? You need someone. You need to be in the right rooms, in the right atmosphere, and allow those that have already made the trail, that already trailed the blade, already been trailblazers for you and changed the game already for you, been game changers. They made a difference, man. Learn from them and be willing to stand on their shoulders. But most of all, learn from yourself. Every day is a classroom. What are you learning today? I tell the women in my church, Women of Destiny, and I'm done. I tell them this: do something different today. Every day, do something different. Do something different, because when you do something different, it stretches you. If that's speaking to someone and you're an introvert, if that is, giving someone something, or if that's just saying something different, speaking positive that day, today, I'm going to make sure that everything that I say is positive, and when that ever negative comes, I'm going to suppress it. Whatever it is, do something different. If the negative conversation comes around me, I'm going to just walk away. Do something different. Whatever you do something different. Why? Because, I just wrote this and I'm not trying to, I don't want to. Because your generation is waiting on you. You have a legion of generations that is connected to you. And I'm no, because I ain't telling y'all my book. I'm not going to do it. I get to talk about it, Sister Lindsay. So let me get up off of here. I just wanted to share that real quick. The power of rewriting. And I'm not telling you something I heard. I'm telling you something that I know that I have to learn how to do on a daily basis. I'm going to say a monthly basis. I have to rewrite every time. Like right now, going live. I used to go live every month. I used to go live with Pastor Wife Connection. Well, my life is busy now. We're running 6 businesses. So it's like, and running a church, and, and I'm like, it's hard for me to do that. So I got to rewrite my story and see what that looks like for them. I got to rewrite my story and see what, and even when I did other groups, I would go live, every week. So I got to rewrite. It's finding out who you are and not doing it for the people to gain popularity, but doing it to gain purpose. I would do purpose over popularity any day. And so I got to identify what that is. So we're always rewriting our story. So I got to rewrite, how does it look with me being on social media? So now I got to read a book by Nona Jones called From Social Media to Social Ministry, because I want to know how to do it right this time, right? I want to know how to do it right. So I just want to share this tool with you. You can rewrite your story. If there's a shift within your life, start now. Start now. And how do you do that? You got to be willing to pray about it. Go to God. Because can't no pastor, no leader, no church person tell you about your plan. It's your opportunity that God is giving you. Pray about it. Plan it out. Those of you that know, y'all know where I'm going. If you've been a part of my Butterfly Academy, I'm really giving y'all the juice. I don't want to do that, but I am. You got to plan it. And then you got to prepare it. And then pursue. And do what God called you to do. And walk out. And if you don't know how, find your book. If you don't know how, get you a mentor. If you don't know how, figure it out. It's in you. Don't wait on it, and don't look back and take your dreams to the grave. All right? That's all I have. I just wanted to share real quick, 30 minutes, about to join my call. If you're watching the replay, thank y'all for rocking out. For those that have been on here with me, thank y'all for rocking out. I'm trying to find a time that works for my schedule, and then for y'all that can jump on. But we'll figure it out as we go. We're going to learn together. I always say this, Butterfly Academy mentorship, man, where we grow, glow, and go to the next level together to our divine destiny. So we're going to grow together as we go throughout this journey. Give me topics that you want to hear about. I want you to share that in here. Topics you want to hear about. I do want to encourage you. I have a procedure that I have to go through in August. So I probably won't be going live in August, but come October, I do want to do this book, a book that changed my life, a book. Thank you, Miss Chelsea. Thank you so much for joining and being a part of this community. But I want to share, I want you to go out and get the book. And the book is called Jump by Steve Harvey. I will be going over that book in the month of September. I I might go over mine first, so don't get the book yet. But that's gonna be one of our first books. If I don't do my book first, I might do my book first as Power in Your Pain, and then come and do Jump. But that we will be doing a book club, and so get ready for that for October. I gotta go through a process really, really quick, and once I go through that in August, it would allow me to come back and do that. So I would just say that's right. I love that. Trust the process during the shift. Hallelujah. We're gonna leave it at that. Thank you, Miss Chelsea. I hope I'm saying your name right, Miss Williams. But we want to make sure that we trust the process and go through it and go through the shift. But no, you're not feeling that for nothing. There's a reason. Now ask God why. Why is there a shift? And direct me and guide me. And don't let me miss this. Don't let me make a poor mistake. Don't let me pass over this opportunity repeatedly. All right? Until next time, if you don't remember anything else, remember this. You are a product of God's grace and mercy. When you see yourself through God's eyes and not people. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.